All right, student math community, we are continuing to talk about fractions, and one of the things that stymies students sometimes is how to find the common denominator between two or more fractions. Well, the common denominator of two or more fractions is just the least common multiple between those denominators. And so I want to give you, in the next two videos, two different ways to find least common multiples. This first way is called the listing method. Now, before we get to that, I find that a question students have many times is, what is a multiple? And what a multiple is, it is the result when a number is multiplied by a whole number. So for instance, sorry about that, been a long day. For instance, I'm just going to list out a couple multiples of the number 5. So we can say 5 times 1 is equal to 5. We could say 5 times 2 equals 10. 5 times 3 is 15. We can go even further. 5 times 9 is 45. And so if I wanted to create a list of multiples of 5, here's what I would do. I'm going to start with the number 5. I'm going to write a little colon, and I'm just going to start the list. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. And if you are in intermediate algebra at Polk State, you can use your calculator. So your calculator can help you with this. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30, and on and on and on. I could keep listing multiples of the number 5. And I'm going to stop right now because I'm almost off the screen. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do this first example. We are going to find the least common multiple between 12 and 15. So the least means, I don't know what the pen just did. The least means that I want to find the smallest. The smallest common multiple is often the easiest to work with. Okay, so I want to find the least, and the common means that it's a multiple that they share. So here goes. I'm just going to start listing multiples of 12, and then I'm going to list multiples of 15 until I find one that they have in common, that they share. By the way, if you were asked to find the least common multiple between three numbers, you would just put the third number and you'd list its multiples until you found the one they all shared. So here we go. 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 12 times 3 is 36. 12 times 4 is 48. 12 times 5 is 60. 12 times 6 is 72. And I'm going to stop here. I can always add more later if I need to. But maybe I don't need to. We'll see. So the multiples of 15, and I'm going to list until I find one that I already see. 15 times 1 is 15. 15 times 2 is 30. 15 times 3 is 45. 15 times 4 is 60. Ding, 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 ding. There it is. The common multiple, the least common multiple between 12 and 15 is equal to 60. If we were working with fractions, that would be my least common denominator. So I'm going to flip the screen forward one, and here is an example for you to do. So why don't you push pause on the screen and give this one a try. Welcome back. So here goes. I've got 24 and I've got 36. I'm going to list out the multiples until I find one they have in common. Again, don't be shy. Use your calculator. 24 times 1 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. 24 times 3 is 72. 24 times 4 is going to be 96. I'm going to stop there. I can always add more. 36 times 1 is 36. 36 times 2 is 72. And that is it. I'm going to stop. This is a much more efficient method than a lot of students just want to multiply the 24 and 36, but that is going to be a very large number and very inconvenient to use as your multiple. So the least common multiple is 72. There's more practice below this. Get very good at this. It makes working with fractions so much easier. Take care and good luck.